Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a light worker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello and welcome. I'm going to be pulling a card from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle deck. And my intention is, what do you need to hear? And I had a card pop out. That's what that was. Okay. So the card is Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And I'm going to pull one more. Let's see. And this other card is Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. And from the book, Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? You are more held than you could possibly imagine. Loved and cherished so deeply that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You have got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of this earth. And the Work Your Light inquiry is, how can you mother yourself? And I'm going to also say, typically I don't like how this deck is laid out in the book, because it's not all alphabetical. They're into different sections. But I just flipped the book with my finger and I found the Star Mother, and then I just flipped my finger through the book, and within like 1 second I got the next card. So I'm just loving the synchronicities of that. I just had to say. Okay, so get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it will all too easily get swept away in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to find what is their stuff and what is yours. If you pull this card, you are very likely an empath or highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are 2 types of people, those who draw your energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept away in the high-frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself and connect to Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ways is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree. And then in brackets it says, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra. Or walk barefoot on the earth. Work your light action. Do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. Okay, so I'm loving these cards. I usually do. I like how connected they are. So we're being asked to take care of ourselves, taking time to ground our energy into the earth, which is helping to take care of ourselves. So I'm feeling this right now because there was a lot of energy coming in with all last week with the solar flares and all the stuff going on. And today and this week, the last few days have been a lot more, I feel like that integration period where you start to get tired, your body start getting sore, all these energy sickness integration symptoms. I've been feeling that a lot, like some of my physical issues get exasperated and they bother you even more than usual. And that is a sign to ground your energy and focus on yourself. Your body starts shouting at you. It's because you're not paying enough attention to yourself. You're paying too much attention on outside. And to carve out time, I'm not going to say carve out time, because that feels like trying to find a way and make things work. It's pulling the focus back. So when you find yourself focusing just your thoughts, when you're in stillness, you're focusing on other things, other people, correct yourself and focus in on yourself. Focus in on your body on that moment. And those little tiny switches throughout the day, they help build more importance in yourself, and then carving out time for yourself gets easier and easier because you have more importance on yourself. You are telling yourself that you're important too. You're not just spending everything, all your thoughts, all your energy on other people. You're spending it on yourself. So just taking those little thoughts, those little moments, those little corrections throughout the day will make it easier when you need to spend even more time. But I wanted to give a non-overwhelming, time-consuming approach because sometimes just having to do one more thing, having to do self-care, it feels like, with what energy, with what time am I going to be doing this? I'm so busy. We're taking that away and we're just doing our thoughts. When you find yourself thinking, stressing, worrying about other people, other things, take that energy of those thoughts, focus it back on yourself, on your heart, on your energy, on your body. Just scanning your body, seeing where you're holding your tension, just asking yourself, how does your body feel? These little practices build up and they have a big effect. And they don't have to take a lot of time. They could be 1 minute. So don't put too much pressure on yourself to carve out time for you. Because if you're like me, you're a busy mom, it's really easy to get swept away in the needs of others. When other people are demanding so much of your time and energy, it's hard to take those little moments for yourself. When in those little moments, you might want to just zone out because you get overstimulated with so much. I get it. I'm there. I'm right with you. That's something that I have a challenge with too. A lot of the time, I want to just zone out. I want to focus on something else and almost dull instead of focusing on me. Because in the moment, it's more of like there's so much stimulation around, you want it to be drowned out. You want it dimmed or kind of dulled. But really, the way to dull that energy is to focus on you so that you can tune your energy. You can turn your dial. You can put up your shields. You can focus on yourself because it's easier to not absorb other energy when you're aware of your energy. So I completely get it. 100%. Okay, so let me see what I'm going to read into the cards a little bit, see if there's more of a message in here. I'm really feeling like there's a lot of inner light reflection. There's, as in, we hold our inner light, and that inner light gets reflected outwards. So a lot of us go through the world, and this is the way it's shown to me. So if the world has lots of lights, think of a city. We look at those lights and we allow those lights to reflect, to move into us, and we become a reflection of those lights. We are a reflection of the world. But in reality, we have more control than the outside world. We can have the world be a reflection of us. But we believe that we are a reflection of the world. The world creates us. But it is the other way around when you know it, when you believe it, because your beliefs hold a lot of power in your world. They're showing me when you focus on yourself, when you acknowledge the energy within you, that bit of energy within you starts to trickle out into the world. And all these little bits, like a dandelion, you're holding onto the seeds, and then bit by bit, these little seeds are being sown around, those little seeds of your energy, your light, and the world that has your light gets brighter and brighter and brighter. So you are sowing your seeds of your light into the world, instead of the world planting its seeds into you. I like that better than the light analogy. So that's what I'm seeing with that. And it's easier, just like the card said, it's easier to discern what's outside and what's inside, what's yours and what's not yours when you're grounded. Because it clears your energy, it quiets the energy. It makes it easier to discern. So grounding is really important. It helps move away the energy that's not yours and make it more clear what is yours. And then when you can focus on what is yours, you can sow those seeds out into the world and create what is in your heart. Your heart can expand and grow. So I'm really liking that now. So let's do a grounding visualization. I feel like moving through it right now. So we're going to imagine light coming from source, coming in through your crown, and that's that activation energy. That's that high energy that we are now integrating. So that energy is coming in, it's wanting to come in. We're allowing it to move through all the parts of our body. Imagine water flowing through rocks, really tight-knit rocks, and the water's trickling through, moving through all those little sections. And the parts that might have stuck energy, it's more like sand. It's compact. The rocks aren't moving. It's harder for the water to flow, but it can still flow. Water can always flow. So it might slow down in those little areas, but that's okay. It will still move. Just give it time to flow through those spots. Allow it to go through all parts of your body. Allowing it to move down. And if you feel the need to move your body as you're doing this, go right ahead. It can help move those stuck energy. Just help moving your body physically as well as energetically is a great combination to get energy to move. You can shake, you can you can dance, you can stretch, whatever feels good for you. And imagine it moving all the way down to your feet, and then from your feet it reaches out like roots going down and around, reaching around the earth and giving the earth a giant hug. and your roots are pulsating, and the energy that is no longer serving you and extra source energy flowing through you like a conduit moving into the earth, and that energy is pulsating into her, and it's helping her grow and thrive, be bright and beautiful, and she gets brighter and brighter and brighter, and then her energy comes up and wraps around you like a blanket, keeping you safe and warm, and infusing her energy into you, connecting the circuit. And you feel that flow move within you, pulling that energy down into the earth. And you can almost imagine your hands reaching, or your feet reaching into the earth's energy, and like into the dirt. And you can feel the pulsating energy moving from you and going into you, surrounding you, soaking into all the beautiful parts of you. Feeling that move all the way through you. Okay. And I feel after or doing a grounding, it's nice to do a bit of an energetic protection. So surround yourself in a bubble of golden light. This is love, this is source, this is your higher self light. And it keeps your energy safe, it protects you, and if you would like, you can put an extra layer, and I feel like this could be a golden grid that only allows what is for your highest good to come through. And okay, so I feel we are all being called to go into nature, to ground our energy. And if you do a practice like this, an exercise like this, while you are actually touching the earth, while you're actually touching a tree, it's even more powerful. The flow increases, and you get more energy flowing through you in a shorter amount of time. So you choose what you're being called to, what you like to do. And I feel like if you have children or family members that aren't open, willing, or able to do a visualization like this, getting them out in nature, playing in the dirt, playing with the trees, and having it be a fun or peaceful experience is wonderful. So encouraging getting into nature this week is highly recommended. And let me see. I feel like on the long lines of kids as well, teaching them how to take care of themselves. So how can they mother themselves? And I feel like they're showing me a visualization here. So depending on your kid, what their willingness is, what their interest level is, how long they can participate, you choose if this fits for you or not. I feel like it might work for my kids depending on how long I make it, but I feel like music would be helpful. Just have something in the background and have them close their eyes and focus on one part of their body and see how it feels. And they can describe in words or just notice how it feels. Move to another part of the body, see how it feels, and go on for as long as you can. So if they will let you do their whole body that way, wonderful. If it's just one moment for one body part, great. And once a day, ask them, oh, how did your hand feel today? Let's close our eyes and think about our hand. How does your hand feel? How does our shoulder feel? How does our ear feel? And just asking, oh, Mr. Hand, how are you today? And then you can demonstrate, be like, my hand feels, well, I would say, oh, it feels a little tight. It feels a little stiff today. Or it feels tingly, or it feels cold. My hand feels warm today. My hand feels really dry today. My hand feels yada, yada, yada. Pick a describer that works for you in that moment and have this be an example of how you could do it. And if you do it every day, specifically in the morning or the evening, it might be the easiest. It depends on you and your kid. You choose. Or experiment to see what works best. And talk to your own body parts, and then ask them to talk to their body parts. And even if they're not willing to do it to themselves, you can talk to your body parts in front of them, and eventually it won't seem weird or it won't seem hard, and they may just start doing it. So that's something I am being encouraged to do with my kids. So you try it too and see how it goes. I think each of my kids are probably going to have a different reaction, but I'm going to try it. They're used to me being kind of weird and embarrassing, so why not? Okay, let's see if there's anything else for these cards. Yeah, I feel like taking care of yourself shouldn't be overwhelming. We feel that taking care of yourself is overwhelming. It's another thing to do. It's not overwhelming. But what we have perceived as being how we are meant to take care of ourselves can be overwhelming or cost a lot of money. And it can be very simple. Very, very simple. Asking your body how it's feeling. Noticing how your body is feeling. And taking a little moments throughout the day to ground your energy, to connect to yourself. It doesn't have to be half an hour, 15 minutes, or even 5 minutes. It could be 1 minute. Scatter them throughout the day, and that could do more for you than going and getting a pedicure. So manicure, massage, or whatever it is, taking those moments to connect with yourself is very, very important. And then we'll open the door to allow more in. But I feel like who I am talking to right now is the people that have a hard time letting that happen. Find it overwhelming, or they have mental blocks about putting themselves first, taking time for themselves, filling their own bucket. They know they need to, but it's a challenge. So that's who I'm talking to right now for that. Let me see, is there any other messages? Yeah, I feel like one other thing is that when we're going to bed, if you do that visualization where you connect to the Earth's energy is hugging you, going to bed with the Earth's energy giving you a hug is going to be super beneficial, super helpful, not only to keep you grounded, help regulate your system, but also help protect your energy as you're sleeping. Because I feel like a lot of us are doing a lot of work, doing a lot of traveling when we're sleeping, and it's going to help keep your energy safe so it's not draining, and then it's going to be easier to function throughout the day because you're not using so much energy at night. Because I feel like that can be an issue as well. So I would like to thank you for joining me. And if you want to work with me, I do a variety of sessions. So I do one-on-one intuitive sessions that are 45 and 60-minute long. I have soul reading and healing sessions. I have business sessions. I have intuition development sessions. I also do flash insight readings where I use my pendulum and my intuition to answer certain questions for you. So you submit some questions to me, and then I will email you back the answers. And then I also have quantum healing hypnosis and beyond quantum healing hypnosis sessions. These are longer hypnosis sessions. These are 3 to 5 hour sessions where I guide you through hypnosis to connect to your higher self and to explore past lives. So I find with a lot of my sessions, I am doing this for you. I'm connecting to past lives. I'm connecting to your higher self. but with the hypnosis, I'm guiding you to do it yourself. So I like that there's a variety, and they're both really connected. I feel like a lot of it is very similar energy. So I really like that. So if you would like to connect with me, you can ask me any questions or just say hi. You can visit my website, spruceenergyhealing.com. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on TikTok and YouTube, all Spruce Energy Healing. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you next time.